Welcome back to another cooking video. Today I'm going to show you how to cook edamame in two different ways. First, a very simple, basic, salted edamame bean. And second, I'm going to show you with a sauce. Now, cooking edamame beans is very simple. I've seen it cooked in many different ways. I've seen people put it in microwaves to just cook it in a pan with a little bit of water. Really, there's various ways you can do it, but the simplest is just boiling it in a pot of water. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and we're just going to go through making those two recipes. Now, edamame is an immature soybean, and it's in season around the end of summer, around August period is the best. But for most of the world, you won't be able to get fresh edamame beans because they just don't sell them. Like in my country, in Spain, I don't get any fresh edamames anywhere. So the only option is frozen. So this is how they come. So for most of the world, edamame will look like this. They'll come in frozen bags, and there's different brands to choose from. Just try to find one where you've got the least amount of frostbite, because sometimes when you keep edamame beans inside freezers, they do develop a little bit of frostbite. Although it's not the worst thing in the world, because the frostbite's on the outside and the edamame bean is still good on the inside usually. But it doesn't look very appealing to the eye. Now, this is how your edamames look like inside the package. And basically you're just going to want to cook them and boil them a little bit. It's just basically reheating because they're already pre-cooked. So let's get straight into that.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, cooking your edamame beans, super simple. You take a pot of boiling water and you just add a generous amount of salt. Then you take your frozen beans and place them straight into the pot. Now you'll notice they sink to the bottom as you place them in, and once they get cooked, they'll rise to the top. This will take about 1.5 minutes for normal cooked edamame beans, and if you want super tender ones, 2.5 minutes should do. Now you just want to take them out like this, and once you've done that, you're going to want to salt them. So for that, you just take a little pinch of salt and just sprinkle it over like that. And once you've done that, just give them a little shake so the salt gets covered evenly across the beans. Now you want to transfer them over to your serving bowl, which is a beautiful little coconut bowl here. Now I like to just eat them by biting them out with my teeth, but you can also just press them out with your fingers like this. Now these here are the beautiful green beans that are edamame beans, and they're super tender and delicious. Now if you want them with a sauce, this is another option. Instead of just having them plain salted, just add 100 milliliters of soya sauce and 100 milliliters of mirin, which is a sweet cooking rice wine. And then you want to add a little pinch of salt and 1 clove of crushed garlic. Just press that in like that. Great. Now you're going to want to give this a little mix and start cooking it. And as you're cooking it, you're going to want to add a couple more ingredients. That's 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil and 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame seeds. Just like that. Again, just keep mixing and cooking. Now, this is a very thin and light sauce at the moment, and you don't want to overcook it. So I'm going to make something to thicken it. Here I'm going to add some cornstarch with an equal amount of water. You're just going to want to mix it here in a separate bowl, because if you add the cornstarch straight to hot liquid, it lumps up. So this will prevent that. Then you want to take this and you want to add 2 teaspoons more or less. But first you can see here that the liquid doesn't really stick to the spoon. And you're going to add 2 teaspoons, maybe 3, depending. Just cook it and see how thick it gets. Now, as you're going, just test it. And here you can see it's become a nice thick sauce now, and it sticks and clings to the spoon, and it's ready for use. Now, I'm going to take the same edamame beans I cooked before, just without the salting, and I'm going to place them in a bowl and add a couple of tablespoons of the sauce over it like that. Okay, once you've done that, I'm just going to mix them up like this. Just toss them up and down, there you go, so they're evenly covered in sauce. And then you're going to transfer them over to your serving bowl, which in this case is another beautiful coconut bowl. And then I'm going to sprinkle over a couple of toasted sesame seeds to serve. And there you go, delicious sauced edamame beans. So there we go, now you know how to make 2 delicious edamame bean recipes that are super simple to make. The next time you want to make some popcorn for a movie or something, make some edamame instead, and it'll be way more healthy and just as delicious. Even more delicious actually, they're just awesome. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and watch some more of my videos. Okay, that was a lot of promo, but thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.